Okay. All right, here we go. Here we go. We made some changes to the build. You might see right away that we did add lightning spear. We're using a lot, and actually we could dump flame shield right now and we'd be fine, but we're keeping it for the time being. All right, so let's go. All right, where is it? Oh, I see it. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Let's get it rolling. We're at Torment 4. We made some changes to this guy, gear wise, skill wise. We actually changed a glyph that we're no longer going to use, that we were going to use. And I think he's just about done, to be honest.
I'm not ready yet. I'm not ready yet.
You were the
Okay, we got the loot goblin right there. He's dead. He's no longer available. Okay. Okay, there's this. We're not going to do it. We don't care. Hydra build. I have the aspect Hydras have 6 heads, but it still shows 3. Oh, that's strange. Let me take a look at something here in a minute, and I'll see if I have an answer to your question. Okay, we're gonna go back and do that. We'll go do that stronghold now.
Wouldn't have made it without you.
Okay, so you're saying that you're using, and I'm trying to remember which aspect you're talking about here. Hydra deals increased damage. All of your mana. You deal blah blah. Critical strike damage. Thank you, Non-Revsk. Casted Hydras have 6 heads. But what it is it's a total of 6. It's 3 and 3, isn't it? Yeah, because I think that's exactly what I thought. I thought it was because of this. This is only going to let you do 3. But I guess I didn't realize that it would do a 6, because I thought that's what they were talking about. But that makes more sense what Michael's saying, that the necklace limits you to 3 each. Some over here. You know, this is honestly the very first time I've ever ran a Hydra source ever. I've ran a ton of source builds, but never a Hydra. And I'm kind of just winging this one as I go. So I'm not the guy to answer that, but okay, here we go. I'm usually a barbarian druid guy, but this season we decided to do something a little bit different. I think these are hard to see on the ground sometimes. Well, maybe it's just because I am doing a build that's just covering the ground and stuff, but I'd like to see those a little bit different color, but it is what it is. What's up, Chumba? What was the question? The question was, why was he using the aspect for 6 heads, but he's only getting 3 when he casts? And the answer was because he's wearing the what do you call it? The new amulet. You can do like your weapon. You should choose whatever best fits you. I do. This is a crazy build. Don't follow my build. So I do these two, and I always do on all my sorcerer builds, just because I want to grab the extra aspect here that I can put on it. But in some cases, and in a lot of cases, you're better off to use whatever weapon you feel comfortable using here, whatever gives you the most damage, whatever has the best attributes on it. Yeah, this only allows your Hydra to grow bigger and increases your damage. And it's only letting you, it limits you to the 3-headed Hydra. That's it. All right. So I wasn't paying too much attention here, which is bad. I didn't see what we even had gotten on there. Whoops. Butcher's dead. need to do some mana work, I can see. Get a little bit of more mana regen than what I've got, that's for sure. But we just made quite a few changes to the build, so I'm not surprised to see that it's acting up a little bit. All right, well, that's it. All right, well, there's one down. Okay. Full up, full up, full up. Let's go back to town. MK, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Hit Paragon 245 yesterday. Good day, good job, right? Awesome. What mode is this? This is Torment 4. It's not hardcore if that's what you're asking. Not a PS5. There you go. Undead Mage Army. There you go. Converting to build the more Hydra focus. I don't really need to cast anything else. You know, honestly, I'm going to be honest with you. I was saying the exact same thing, Rye. I actually, yesterday, was thinking about I could just take this out. I could take this out. I could take this out. And I could just run with this. I like this, using this a lot, and this. And I'd be fine. And if I just put all my points to those, holy cow. Of course. But yeah, I decided let's just keep going with what we got.
Can I help you?
Okay, so there's nothing here I want, but I want gold, so oops, didn't mean to break that one. That's all right. All right, and I need a lot more, so that gave us.
Anything breaks, the forge is hot.
That gave us this murky essence. That might be good for a rogue. Yeah, I mean, without mythics, I did get lucky and got a mythic. Here, I made a video of it. It dropped in a nightmare dungeon. I couldn't believe it. I'm like, really? First time I've ever seen that happen, but yeah. What's a great beginner tip for a level 40? Oh, well, at your level 40, and I'm assuming this must be your first character, so no alt. So run the campaign stuff. So anything that's in, let's show you real quick. Anything that's in green, you really want to follow the green and the purple. Purple, but green for sure. Follow your green, follow the line as much as you can. Enjoy the story while you can, because you're never going to want to see it again if hopefully. I mean, there's just so much. Helltide, this boss in Helltide is a great farming mechanism right here. Slay the Blood Maiden. And Helltide just period, because the chests are going to give you XP. This season, it seems like Nightmare Dungeons have been doing really, really well as far as XP and Obujicite drops, especially if you can get, where is it? This one, where you're going to do an escalation ones. Those are pretty fun, but wait until you get a little bit further along in the game to use it so you don't burn it for no reason. Yeah, I mean, Yeah, and as a level 40, learn what these are, which ones are important to your class here. You're getting ready at level 40. You know, you want to hit that level 60 so you can go run the pit and get to torment. But if it's your first character, honestly, I would just nice and slow, enjoy the game, because on all your next characters after this one, you're probably going to be going a lot faster, and you're not going to want to listen to the whole story again and go through it. Track your side quest on paper. That's a good idea too, because it really is. The tracking is, or take pictures. I do that a lot too. I pull my phone out. All right. Okay, so what I wanted to do real quick is I was going to show you that this amount that they give you, let's just use this for now. So they gave me 1,590 because I had 11 or 12 obesite. Gave me 1,500 off of one run. So not bad. And there's actually ones that you can drop that are obesite farming. I mean, yeah, go find all the Lilith statues, Simon. That's a good point. That's a really, really, really good point. That I guess after running, you know, for so many seasons, 9 seasons, I forget that basic stuff, but these are super important. Go find all of these. You're right. Absolutely. Because that's going to help you every season after this and every character you create. Yeah, good point. It's easy to miss that stuff. Strongholds too. Strongholds run those because they give good XP. Yeah, you can do a YouTube search and find all of their locations. You're using Lurkin's build, the Hawk to a Hydra build. You like it, Chumba? You like that build? Everybody told me that mine is very close to Makuna, so I went to Makuna and looked at his, and me and him are super close. I mean, he uses teleport. I don't. But and there's a few Paragon, few different changes. I think he uses. I don't remember. I looked at it just weekend because people told me to take a look at it. What's up, CMS Simon? Thank you for the follow. TikTok. So you like it, Chumba, the Hawk Tua Hydra build? I assume you must if you're using it. Okay, let's go do another. These things are so boring for me. I'm not a big fan of running these over and over and over. Need to do a couple changes here. All right, let's go. Pixel Shrines, Lethal Shrines, Rhotic Gold Reserve, Artillery, Lethal, Forgotten. You do use the teleport. You know, I don't use the teleport for anything, though, to be honest with you. I don't use them for my rogues or anything ever. I just use the points for somewhere else. And I usually just build in speed into my... we'll do that. I'm over this whole idea that they're using, to be honest with you, right? Season 9's whole season mechanic is kind of boring. I mean, but it's better than season 8's apparitions, which I thought were super duper duper boring. But these are, I mean, I don't know. For me, the strongholds are interesting. Like I said at the beginning, for about the first 3 or 4 strongholds. After that, it's kind of like, okay, so these are Undercity mixed with Infernal Horde vibes.
Know that I have your back.
But it is what it is. I see. We wish we had that would pick up ruins. would be nice. Right, there's the stronghold.
I'm not ready. I lack the plan. I'm not ready.
All right, let's just get this cleared out real quick.
I'm not ready.
Why not? Let's just finish it off here.
I'm not ready.
There's going to be a respawn of enemies anyway when we come back out. Not all enemies, but a few scattered around. I should use mythics, but I don't know the best way to farm them. Belial, Belial, Belial. Yeah, Belial. Farm them at Belial. Any boss you pick at Belial, but Belial, Belial, Belial. And best if you do it with a group, because the percentage rate of drop goes up. Party. JBT says Belial or lair bosses, but I've done well over 200 with not a single mythic. What torment level are you running Belial? And the best way to get the keys for Belial, sadly, is to run the under bosses, the under lair bosses, and hope he appears. Your torment 4, oh, well, you should be getting them. That's crazy. Wow. Interesting. I don't use a website. This is just my build. I always do my own builds this is my 9th season. But that's crazy that you ran it that many times at Torment 4 and you didn't get any mythics. But maybe it's because if you're running it solo, I will say this, the drop rate's really bad. If you get into a party, it just goes up each time. Yeah, solos drop rate is bad. You'll run it forever. But you'll get some eventually, but it's just going to take a long time. I always try to get a party going. The best way to get the mats, honestly, is buy them. Go on trade and buy them. And they're going to drop in price. Right now, they're a little bit high. Belial mats are a little bit high, but they're going to drop. They always do. All right. I really don't like these too much either. I think these are, I don't know. They try to juice them, but it doesn't really work.
I lack the I need time. I'm not ready. I'm not ready.
Okay, now I got a little bit too far away from everything. Not good. Here we go. Almost there.
I'm not ready.
think that scornful light was something that I want, actually. It's on my notes, I think. The trade website, all I know is just a trade channel here, and usually they sell pretty. In fact, I see them all the time on trade for sale. And it's a lot of gold they want for them. I mean, like I said, it goes down in price, and you'll be buying stacks of 99 for. What's up, Eric? Hydra's way too. It is OP. It's very OP. It's the first time I've ever done a Hydra. I've always done every other sorcerer's build. IGGM.com, Rye, is another place to go check. Chumba actually has an affiliate link. And I do know that they're really, really safe, and they'll meet you right in game and just hand it to you, whatever it is. All right, let's go back. See, I told you, there are always going to be respawns when you come back. Not a lot, but just enough to make you be on your toes. Oops.
I'm not ready. I'm not ready.
If you do a WTB, I forget what they're called, the betrayal. I think they're called the betrayal. On the trade channel in the chat, game chat, you'll have somebody come back to you with an offer. And if you do that same thing again in 6 weeks from now, the price is going to be way lower. Right now, they're at their peak of their price. I guarantee you. Because normally I have a lot of them. Because I usually run people through Belial, and I supply the mats. But right now they're too expensive for me to grab. Because what I'll do is I'll buy 8 stacks of 99 at a time, and then I can run people through. The Hydra build, Super Mario. You can find this build everywhere, on Maxroll, on Mobalytics, on Icy Veins. It's super good this season. Spiritborn, the one using the new pants. Almost every build there is using those new pants has just been incredible this season as well. And then of course you got Necro still doing incredible stuff. My build though, because my build this is just my own build. It's yeah, I don't know if I would recommend it over others for sure. I just have fun making my own, so whether they're successful or not is not always the case, but I still have fun doing them. Okay, well, that's that. Makunas. Everybody tells me mine's like Makunas. I went and looked at it on the weekend, and I see a lot of. I do play PoE 2, but mostly PoE 1, Molly. But I know I saw some differences between me and his for sure. Yeah, well, what they've done is they've just added, you know, sadly, what they did on a lot of bosses is they've given them um, an invulnerable phase now that you can't do any damage, which I think is so unfair. I mean, granted, it only lasts, you know, but still, it's like you can get one shot, you can get killed during that phase, and it stinks because you couldn't touch them. But anyway, they've also given them on Torment 4 way more hit points. Not necessarily do they do more damage, they just do, because of the fact that they're alive longer, because their hit points are like through the roof. But quite honestly, you're really better off to do nothing but farm Belial anyway. Unless you just want the fun of going and killing the other bosses. This is my 9th season. I've killed all those bosses so many times I could care less. Honestly, it's sad, but yeah. Yeah, Makuna's, I looked at it this weekend. People told me my build was similar to his. And I did see where we were very close. Now, I just added this this weekend. I was playing with a couple ideas, actually. I actually was going between this and where is it? And this. Because Fireball gives you certain thing, but anyway, especially because in my Paragon board, I'm going a lot of fire. So, but anyway, we decided to stay with what we got. So this ring really didn't pan out the way I was hoping it was going to for me. Should probably try to finish this up. Yeah, Molly, I actually have a clan on PoE 2 and PoE 1. I play PoE 1. I prefer, that's what we wanted. I prefer PoE 1 over PoE 2. And especially now that they've announced that they're going to continue, which I just did the last season, they just released here on PoE. Now they've said they're going to continue to support that for the next, you know, I mean, that's good. Every 4 months, we'll see a new season for both PoE 1 and PoE 2. I love it. All right. So, I'll tell you what they've made the hardest, I think, is these. Getting yourself to this point, getting enough the resources. Oh my gosh. It's crazy. This last couple seasons have been that way. It's a lot harder to just yeah, if you go on the trade channel and just say you're looking to buy a stack of these, which a stack will be 99, you'll see there's a lot there's people selling them like crazy because it's huge gold right now, especially right now. But like somebody here over here on YouTube was saying they've used IGGM too, and IGGM is great. They are great, no doubt about it. Started an Necro trying to mage minion build. There you go. I'll tell you a guy that knows the mage minion build great is oh man, he's over on Twitch. I can't remember. I haven't seen him in a while. He's been gone. He lives here in Florida as well. Can't remember his name now. Mana something. But anyway, yeah, that's all he plays is minion builds. Okay, let's keep going. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. What do we want to do next? We have all of our 46. Well, we haven't even used this one yet. We've already got it to 46 and we haven't even used it because we need to go right out here and open up our 5th board. I mean, honestly, with this build, you don't even need it. That's how crazy this build is, man. All right. So I think I wanted to change these, maybe. Catalyst grants a bear equal to 34. I do. I want to use this. Bottled wind, reactive ooze, and then I need that. Although I don't think I'm going to use, I was going to use, I don't think I'm going to anymore. I've kind of decided that I don't need any more movement skills at all. Maximum resistance. All right, we'll come back to this. Well, hell. Let's... World boss in 18 minutes. World boss in 18 minutes. I'm going to tell you now, I will miss that if I'm not. So let's go do this. 18 minutes. All right. Let's just go run a little quick, grab a little bit of XP in here real fast. And yeah, let's just go run and kill stuff. We'll wait for the world boss. If they're red, they're holding. Okay, I've been telling you guys this for 9 seasons since those were introduced. Anytime you see them glowing red, that means they're holding cinders. Any other time, don't worry about them. That's what you want. You want big groups right now. Just if it's all about XP, you just want as big a groups as you can get. That's why I tell people all the time, these are perfect to farm right here. Just if you can, sometimes you don't have the map, so you have to go and just stay close. Because as soon as somebody starts it up, you're gonna get a ton of XP. This is my own Spencer. This is my own build. This is... Alright, I think I have enough mats to start it. There we go. Was that me or was that someone else? No, it might have been someone else. No. It was. I'm full. There's a Torment 4. Oh no, it's lowered to 3. Oh crap. Why did I do that? How did that happen? All right, we need to go change that. I was like, why? Oh, man. All right, let's go change it. I want to go run the world boss. We're just waiting for the world boss to start. So let's just go open up chests. And let's go back to Torment 4. I don't know how that got lowered. That sucks. It had to be me. I had to have lowered it. I don't know why. Oh, I do remember. Yeah. Yesterday I ran a clanmate. I do remember. Never mind. And I did lower myself down. All right, so let's go open up a chest. And let's get out of here. And then we'll go back to Torment 3 and Torment 4, and we'll go run this world boss. I didn't even notice that this whole time that I lowered myself yesterday and I forgot all about it. Okay, so what do we got? We still have enough that we need to go open up some more. Let's go. Totally forgot I did that. Okay, that's good enough for me. Let's go back. Let's raise myself back up. Yeah, Skeeter. Good, you did. I did. I lowered myself down yesterday and I ran a clanmate through to get to Torment. All right. Yeah, good eye, Skeeter. Good eye, good eye. All right, and world boss is 13 minutes. Let's just do this. Yeah, expansion 2 is sometime the first quarter 2026. Oh, and I've been farming these like crazy. Where is it? I need them for potions.
I need more time.
So while we're waiting, see if we got any more over here. Oh yeah, there's a couple. I don't care about the ore and all of the iron and all that junk. I don't care. I got all I need of that.
I need more time.
Okay. So people keep asking me, so let's go over some things of this I got. And you know, it's not required at all. This is Sorcerer. It's not required at all. I got it from a Nightmare Dungeon drop. Just what, Friday? I couldn't believe it. It was unbelievable. And really, the only thing that I would say is super important to get as early as you can is get this Hail of Verglass and this amulet. I think these two are very important for this build. So you can see here, let me. Okay, so here's what I'm doing. All right, this is what I'm doing. Now, when I started this build, it was different, and I'm going to point those out as we go down here. What tier was the Nightmare Dungeon on? It was a tier 4. It was Torment 4. So this remained the same early game. Over here though, we were not using this. We were using this Fireball. All right. And probably the most important thing we were using, okay, we were using Flame Shield, we were using Ice Armor. Most important, we were using Familia, we were using Hydra, we were using Ice Blades, but we were not using Lightning Spear. I don't know. Maybe we weren't using Ice Blades. I'm trying to remember. We may not have, because this is super important early game leveling. Flame wall, firewall is huge, 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 huge. If you use firewall with Hydra, that's all you need. That's all you need. I'm going to tell you now. That's all you need. In early game, that's all we did is just throw Hydra and flame wall, and we blew through content fast. And down here, we didn't use anything, and we still are not. I know a lot of people are using this Inferno, but we didn't use any of this. And also, early game, we were using Combustion. Okay, so we switched to all of this at level like Torment. About Torment 1 is when we did this switch to this build. Southern, what level should you be before you start doing dungeons? I think you're talking about these nightmare dungeons. When you get your first one, you're able to do it. When you get your first one, you're gonna be able to do it. If you want to wait a little bit, wait. But once you get it, that's pretty much the game telling you you're starting to get in line, ready to run those. Oh my gosh, 7 minutes left here still, huh? Let's see. Also, early game, all I had was just normal, regular gear. I didn't have any of this stuff. I didn't get this stuff until till I turned 60. You know, that's all I did. What's up, OBX? Good to see you, man. I've been good. I've been good. And I think once you get to 60, your goal is going to be get to Torment 1. How do you progress the world tiers? No. The world tiers are up here, my brother. Let me show you. World tiers, to move to world tiers. We got time, so let's jump up here. We got 6 minutes. So to go to world tiers, to increase your world tiers, Matt, you need to do this. First, you need to be level 60. Okay. And then you need to come here to Sirigar, right? And you're going to want to run these. You can't do them until you're level 60, but you're going to want to run these portal active, the artifact, this. And this is how you're going to choose your torment. You're going to increase your world levels, because once you get here, you're going to come in here. Well, it depends on if you're hard expert, however you got your set, but you're going to come in, and then you're going to start increasing your levels. Torment 1, Torment 2. You got to run these pits. Torment 3. Each pit you run is also going to let you increase your glyph XP that you're going to need for your Paragon board. So yeah, this is where you want to come to start changing your level. Keep in mind, and I hope I'm answering your question, what you meant, because you can also at Sirigar and in Kayavashad come here, change your levels here. Once you've unlocked, the ones. I hope that answers what you were asking. I think it does. There you go, Matt. Yep, that's what you want to do. You want to go to pit. You want to start running those. And that's you're now at that point where you're gonna start doing pit pushing, and the more pits you do, you're gonna get XP for your glyphs. If you don't have your glyphs, some are gonna drop at the pit at the end, probably, hopefully. Then also run nightmare dungeons, run the dungeons to get glyphs. The glyphs drop pretty good in there, especially at chests. But yeah, you're gonna want all your glyphs for your Paragon board. Yeah, you can go into the party finder. Yep. You're welcome, bro. You're welcome. And guys, I'm gonna start doing streams. I mean, supporting players again here very soon. We do it every season. Every season where I come in, we form a group, and we go run Belial like crazy and farm gear. So that's coming. It's coming soon. I just have to get the mats because I give you the mats, so you don't have to have them. Matt, people come. I mean, I even complain about it, Matt. I mean, I even complain about it because I played PoE 1, I played PoE 2, I've played Grim Dawn, I've played Lost Ark, I've played Titan Quest. I mean, this game just doesn't have no end game content. That's why people complain, Matt. And people will say there is end game, that the pit is end game. But if that's truly what Diablo developers call end game, that's the worst end game I've ever seen. That's just a sad thing. I mean, the pit, I shouldn't be called end game, and I know that the developers like to call it that, and it's not. But they like to say it is, so they can say they have end game. So yeah, there's a lot of haters, and that's okay. There's a lot of haters about PoE 2. There's a lot of haters on PoE 1. Lots of haters on, speaking of Grim Dawn has got a new DLC coming out. It's supposed to be this year, before the end of the year. Titan Quest release, because I did the early playtest, that got pushed to next year because they're doing a new class. So do we need husks again this season? I think yes. You're getting 20 stacks later. Yeah, I'm gonna get a whole bunch of Belial stacks probably either later today or first thing tomorrow morning. I'll grab a bunch. Still got 2 minutes here. Yeah, I mean, I'm going to be honest with you. I love Diablo 4. I love all the Diablo franchise, but I played Diablo because of a different reason. When I was working, when I came home from work, my brain was fried. I mean, I didn't want to think. I just wanted to relax, have fun, kill stuff that was fun, and Diablo was perfect, man, perfect for that. And then on the weekends, I would go do PoE or something else that required some more of my brain power. But yeah, it's why I've always liked Diablo. Now, some seasons I hang around longer than others. Most seasons I do multiple characters. Last season, no, season 3 I think was the least. We did 2. And I think season 6 we only did 3. You're welcome, Matt. Have a great day, bro. Be safe. Be safe. Take care. Appreciate you too. All right, here we go. Here we go. Come on. We got a minute, 22 seconds. Kind of boring waiting around. Yeah, Chumba, I'm going to grab a bunch. I don't know if it'll be tonight. It'll probably be tomorrow morning. Because I am getting about ready to start running people through Belial runs. This guy is just... And I'm not sure I'm going to do another class this season. I'm not sure I'm going to do it. I don't know yet. I kind of want to go back to PoE 1, the season that, I've got going, and I'm in maps and run delve, and I'm really getting deep into it now, and I'm like, kind of want to go back to that. But I want to help people here get their gear and stuff like I do every season. But you like the puddle druid. 10 of each. There you go, Chumba. $18 for a stack, for 18 bucks for 100 stacks currently. Yeah, but that's 100 stacks of 99. Yeah, that's a lot, bro. That's a hell of a transfer when they do that one. Is the game a lot better than it was when it came out 2 years ago? I will agree with that. I will agree that there's still a lot of issues with the game, but that's true with most games. So it's not just Diablo, but I think they've got a ton of opportunity that they just miss every time. And I think some of it has to do with they have a roller coaster of like a merry-go-round going with developers. If they would stop changing those constantly, it would help. And then I'll go one time, I'll say on my push of Rod Ferguson. If you don't know who Rod Ferguson is the manager of Diablo, of all of it. Oh, I wasn't paying attention, dumbass. That was smart. Diablo, and Rod Ferguson is a franchise killer. Google his name, you can find out all about him. He's bad news. So I've always said that Diablo 4 will not reach its peak until they get rid of Rod Ferguson. Now, I've always said that, and these idiots made me a partner. Diablo made me a partner. I mean, I'm like, are you guys insane? Of course, I quit the partner program after 4 hours because they started telling me what I could and could not say. I knew it was going to catch me. I couldn't get out. That time I was paying attention. He's gonna kill me again too if he does it, because I don't. It is the bad thing about me not having. I don't use the teleport, is because I have no speed. All I have is my regular movement speed that I have embedded into my gear. Yeah. Okay. But we died twice. First time was because I wasn't paying attention. Second time was just me being stupid. Well, I'll tell you what, a lot of malignant hearts dropped there. It's interesting. I don't remember that many dropping before. All right, let's go get repaired. I think I saw on IGGM that you could get 4 stacks of 99 for $1. Or maybe it was 3 stacks. 4 or 3 stacks of 99 for $1. That ain't bad. That's a lot of runs, especially if you're running solo.
Can I help you? Well struck. Farewell and good fortune. Be wary on the road.
Okay, there we go. Heath, thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. Yeah, if you go to IGGM, yeah, you can buy them right there. I mean, it's against the TOS and all that. Although there was a big last season, or maybe it was a season prior, there was a campfire chat. And of course, it was different developers because they have a whirlwind of developers changing there. But Betrayer's Husker right here. How much do these go for? But the person asked at the end of the campfire chat, what are you going to do about people buying mats offsite? And the developer started laughing and said, we don't care as long as they're in the game, playing the game. Now, I don't know. I mean, that's not going to hold true if they wanted to push a button on you and ban you for using them. They absolutely could. All right, let's... Oh, I forgot we were going to repair.
Need something forged?
If you're talking about these boogers, yes. The best way to get these, honestly, kind of sucks. But you just want Belial to pop out after the boss fights as much as you can. I mean, I know that there's people that farm them like crazy, and you can buy them right in the trade chat. I just saw somebody in the trade chat just asking, how much do these go for? Betrayer's Husk. Nobody's answering his question, but it's usually really good price right now, very expensive right now. And the same is true if you go to like IGGM. The price is fluctuating. Right now, IGGM's price is high. If you wait another 2 weeks, it's going to, probably another week, it's going to just crash down in price again. It's already crashed because I think in the very first day, those mats were $1.50 each. Now they're down to $4 for $1. 1 billion a stack. There you go. 1 billion gold a stack right now. That's pretty expensive right now, but it is what it is, you know. I don't know how they're doing it either, Alex. The only way I know, 20 stacks for 3.6 billion right now. Oh no, $3.60 for 20 stacks. Yeah, at IGGM. Yeah, that makes sense. You know what's crazy is IGGM is buying those stacks from players here because that's how a lot of people make money that way. They come in here, they grab all the stuff, they go to IGGM. IGGM will buy everything from you, including gear, and they'll resell it on their site. So it's interesting because somehow they're getting those stacks, those husks. And the only way I know to get those is by going and fighting the lair bosses and trying to pop Belial. Because, I mean, you can even go right on it and look. I mean, it tells you. Only found in torment difficulties. Belial will only drop his treasure, blah, blah, blah. Used to open Belial's. Doesn't even tell you on this one, does it? Yeah, there you go. Acquired from Belial, Lord of the Lies, who sometimes ambushes after opening a lair boss horde. That's the only way I've seen it come, and I've gotten them through him. That's it. Because every time, and I was farming Varshan for a while to get this. You know, Drell and Andariel to get this, and we were doing some farming, and that's the only way we got them. They're tough to get. So yeah, I don't know how people are getting so many, unless they're just farming. They're just running lair bosses like crazy. More than likely is exactly what they're doing. All right, so I need, before I get too carried away here, We need 4 more points badly. Yeah, Belial's here. Belial's hanging out right here. My buddy Belial is right there. And he will pop out if you run other bosses, but this is the guy to farm. I mean, yeah, if you can get those mats, this is the guy to farm. And I recommend you do it as a group always. The drop rate is way better. I fought Belial after Varshan. I fought Belial after, I want to say it was Andario, farming some of this equipment. That's how, I mean, honestly, that's how I got those mats. I mean, that's how I got 5, and I used some. I used 2 or 3, 4. I'm sorry, 4. So I had 9, and I'm down to 5 now. But we will have stacks and stacks and stacks of those here that before the end of this week, and we'll be using those for people to come in and run Belial with me, and we'll try to get people mythics. Yeah, he has. I've only seen him 3 times. 3 times I've seen, or wait. Yeah, I think 3 times I've seen Belial pop out after layer bosses so far. I'm bored with doing these. I can tell you that. These Hybrid dungeons. I'm like, come on, bro. What's up, Kane? Thank you for the follow over there at Twitch. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. I mean, they're boring. These are better than apparitions were. I mean, apparitions were really boring, but these even are like, it just becomes very unfun after a while. So let's go do this. All right, let's go do this. Okay, so why are those lowered? Oh, okay, we're good, we're good, we're good. I know why. Yeah, I'm not farming powers. I'm just farming XP. I'm not. Yeah, that's the thing. So what was I going to do? Oh, I didn't finish. Let's go down. Let's just make it efficient. 65 is good, I think. Maybe. want to go, huh? Yeah, hang in there, Anthony. All right, well, follow me, bro. If you want to die, come here, come with me. Oh, he stayed back there. He didn't want to die, I guess. Okay. I don't care. Stay there. Yeah, gear and ovals, you're right. It's actually great in the nightmares. That's why we've been doing so many. That's why I'm tired of them, honestly. I've been just running them like crazy. Okay, here we go. Really doesn't matter here at this point, so actually you're not the one I wanted there. Good enough. What's up, Jordan? Good to see you. Good to see you. Okay, let's get the heck out of Dodge. Yeah, for sure, Hydra. Any Hydra build you do is going to be OP in this season. I can see that already. I've never done the Hydra before in my life. Yeah, back on the Diablo grind. I just left PoE 1's new season to come here and do this season. And I mean, we're already at the point where I'm going to start running people through stuff, get their gear. And I wouldn't doubt if by next week we're back to PoE 1, honestly. I mean, I like Diablo 4, but it's just a fast playthrough now with as long as they don't give any end game play. It's just, for me, it's a fast play no matter what I do. I mean, I enjoy it as I play it, don't get me wrong, I enjoy it. There's just nothing to keep me here. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, about 2 weeks of content and then you're done. You know, and I stretch that a little bit because I'll stick around and help people get their mythic gear and stuff like that. That's my fun for me. But yeah, I honestly, I'm missing PoE. I left there to come here, and I had my character in Delve and in maps, and and we had a really cool character there that reminds me of this character. I mean, and we were using that arc totem build, and man, it was awesome. But that's okay. I mean, I play every game for a different reason, I guess.
What will it be?
I don't think we have enough yet to do anything with. I think we're still pretty low here. We need, 800. We're still low.
Come back if you need work.
We will do this instead, just to give us a change of pace a little bit. Let's go do this. First of all, wait. Okay, it's low. Retail WoW again. Yeah, I actually thought about it. Another person was talking to me about WoW as well, but I played it, I told them, man, I played it for almost 20 years. It sucked all my life out. I really am concerned about starting to play it again. And I did put some thought into it and realized, you know what? Don't do it. Just don't do it, man. It's going to take your whole life again. I don't know. I don't think the nerf was that bad. I mean, honestly, I don't think it was really a nerf. I think it was more of a balance, in my opinion. They did do some things like to overpower, even though I still believe overpower is good. But yeah, it does, Paul. I mean, if you are into I was a big, I had my own guild with my daughter and her husband, and we were running raids every single 2 times a week. And man, I ain't gonna lie, sucked my whole life away. All right, here we go. This is the one time I wish I had a little faster character. Come on. About everything. Got a couple bosses over here. That's all she wrote. Oh, let's go grab this. Come on, you need to go. Come on, come on, come on.
I'm not ready yet.
Okay. All right, we're just about full up now. This will just fill us up, complete it, and be done. Let's go. It'd be nice if you went through the door, though, mate. Why can't I even see it? Oh, right there. I was looking over this way. I don't really know if it gives you anything extra once you hit this, so I'm just gonna go ahead and come on out. A lot of XP though.
I'm not ready yet. I'm not ready yet. I'm not ready yet.
Okay. My build is just something I've made up, Yuska. 70 pit easy. I mean, I don't run high pits. I never have. I just run them for XP and that's it. I hate the pit. It's been my hate since season 4 when they came out with it. But you ain't got much of an option. Okay, well. What do I think about this season? It's better than last season. It's better than season 8. I thought the apparitions were very boring. But it's okay. I like it. I mean, let me say this. It just doesn't keep me here. This game doesn't keep me for long because there's no end game. So, you know, once I'm already at the point where this build, this character's done. I'm gonna stick around a little bit and help people, you know, through this rest of this week, and get some mythic gear by running them through Belial, and then I'll leave. I'll go back to PoE 1 probably very quickly because there's just not a lot to hold me here like in PoE 1 or PoE 2 or Lost Ark or Grim Dawn or, you know, Titan Quest. All those games have end game content. Real end game content, not you know, Diablo developers trying to convince you that the pit is end game content, because if that's end game content, that's probably the worst end game content ever created. So I actually advise them not to say that. this. It just makes him sound stupid. I'm trying to get out this door here to get my last board. I'll tell you that from what I've heard, and I checked it this weekend, and I see a lot of differences between me and his build, but people tell me that my build is very, very similar to Makuna's, which I think he's on Mobalytics. And as a matter of fact, a viewer of mine on TikTok asked me, said, "Hey man, I just can't get this Hydra build to work for me." And I sent her that Makuna build and told her to use that for the leveling. And then it takes you right into then tier 1 through 4 Torment. And then pit push build after that. It has everything. I think there's a lot of differences between me and his, but his is similar to mine. I will say that.
Fair stray. Be wary on the road.
Okay, so now you get about 1,500 of those, but we're gonna have to go do them. Let's see. So now you got a pretty good amount of obedicite, okay? And I think we're gonna take this guy first. Finish him. Oh, we're just a little short. Actually, 2,000 short. So this season seems like a lot of exquisite bloods dropping, a lot of living steel. Now I do a lot of hell. I did quite a bit of Helltides too, but I mean, actually not that many compared to what I normally do. These were dropping a lot in Helltide, a lot. All right, so I'm thinking let's cap 8, cap 10. We should just go do a cap 6. It's a good way. I like to test this build that way. To me, it's a great test. We are still good here. Yeah, we're still good. Let's go. No, I don't really need any gear. Yeah, my gear's pretty solid. Oh, I went right through that. You're still alive. Wasn't paying attention.
I'm not ready yet. I'm not ready yet. I'm not ready yet.
There's a whole lot of Hydras there. Alright, increases movement speed, unavoidable damage. There we go. I'm enjoying Hydra. This is the first time I've ever done a Hydra build. I've done a lot of Sorcerer builds. First time with a Hydra, and I'm really liking it. I'm actually surprised I never did it earlier.
I'm not ready yet.
Oh, you actually did some damage to me there, huh?
I'm not ready yet. I need time. I'm not ready yet.
So it's really sad that I mean, look at this. There's no count. They can't seem to get this thing fixed. The whole issue started last season. I mean, it's very sad that this is something that made it through the PTR. Because it should be showing me my count that I have currently. It's just, I don't know. Last season they went through this too. I don't understand what the big deal is.
I need time.
Oh, whole lot going on there.
I'm not ready yet. I need time.
Where's the other one? He's over here.
I need time.
Stepped out. There we go. Okay, that was wave 4. I have no idea what my count is. Yeah, well, they've never fixed that memory leak problem they've had since season 1. That's been there from day one. From day one. I mean, I actually think developers lost their job because of that bug that still is existing in Diablo. Since day one, they haven't been able to fix that. Chest for elite doubled. I was hoping to get a speed one here for getting these events faster, but I guess we're not going to get that. I mean, really, I guess it's fast enough for us.
I'm not ready yet.
Ah, see, we didn't get up there to get that one. I don't know what my count is, but I can't believe it's very good. All right, let's see what we got. Demon as your scent, that's 75, but it really just, you lose more than you gain on this one sometimes. Elites are unstoppable, but we may not have any. Slaying Hellborns and Vindigrate, we'll do this one. That's 2 Paragon points we gained in here. This is what you want. You want mobs, mobs, mobs. Or high elite. Just like this, right there. That's what you want. Now let's pick all these up. Let's go kill the boss. That really blows you. There is no way to see what your count is here. I cannot understand why they haven't fixed this. This is just... I thought last season was ridiculous, but with this has already pissed me off. There's no way to see what your count is. You have no idea how many you're holding. Maybe, let's see if you can show it this way. This is stupid. No, there really isn't the way, is there? That's dumb. That really is dumb that they did that. I mean, it is what it is, right? I mean, it's just, I don't understand how they could miss that during, you did an entire PTR and nobody caught the fact that you've no longer showing the display of, I don't understand how you do that. But it is what it is. Okay, let's get back to what we were doing here. Oops, I think we want that one. And that's right where I want it. All right, and we already have this one up to 46, so as soon as we drop it, we're gonna be good. Let's go.
We supply, you demand. That's what Papa says.
That exceeds my funds.
We're done. Grabbed what we could. A lot of malignant hearts. A lot. Okay.
This is fine, as far as towns go.
We pulled in over 2,000 just on that one run there. So we must have had a lot of them. I didn't, of course, it didn't show us how many we had, so I have no clue. Okay. Three. You're not going to get very far. Okay. Hmm. Let me see here. I'm thinking I don't really care, to be quite honest with you. I don't think we're going to be around long enough to make any of these actually matter. So, all right. Mm. Okay. Well, I'm thinking sadly we need to make some more potions.
Elixirs brewed to order.
Okay, well, I think that's all we need.
Ah, good batch there.
All right. Okay, I've got 2 resistances kind of low right now. I mean, I wouldn't say low, 71%, but that's because I swapped them for those ring gems. For these 2 gems. So, yeah. So we just drink that. And that brings me a little bit closer. All right, let's go. So the biggest problem I have with these is I go too fast. And I guarantee you probably we ran past a bunch of stuff back here. Well, maybe not. We look like we're okay. All right. A lot of times I'll run past chest, all kinds of stuff. All right, so no stronghold. No stronghold so far. And then next week, or actually starting Friday, guys, my streams will be at night. My granddaughter's flying in from California. She's only 2 years old, but I want to spend every day with her. She goes to bed super early, so that's when we'll stream.
I'm not ready yet.
And that'll be for what, 2 weeks? 2 weeks. Now there'll be some days, like I think one weekend they're gonna go to Disney, a few things like that, that we may still stream during the day, but pretty much we'll try to do most of it at night, PM. So that helps a lot of people out because normally I only stream during the day. Can't see anything through that mess. Yeah, my hydras are huge, but that you're gonna get that from the amulet. It's gonna cause them to grow, but it's only gonna limit you to only 3-headed, but with more power. What's up, Jen? Good to see you. You got that built I sent you on TikTok, right, Jen? We were talking about it earlier. Makuna's build is very similar to mine. I see a lot of differences between mine and his, but I do understand why people think it's very similar. Yeah, we've got wolves too. That's from my ruins. My ruins are calling wolves.
I'm not ready yet.
So on here, make sure I don't die here. Yeah, there's my wolves. So here I'm using primary resource, that one primary resource, and this one summons spirit wolf companions to attack enemies for 8 seconds. But yeah, Jen, did you see that on TikTok? I did reply to your, you were saying you needed my build. I did send you a build link on there. It's not exactly my build, but it's super close. What's up, Braxton? Thank you for that. Yeah, I've been gaming for a lot of years, bro. A lot of years. All right, there we go. Can't see anything through all these. There we go. Oh man, I've played, gosh, over the years, done a lot of games. I've been streaming for a lot of years. Oh, thank you, Jen. But I mean, I started off probably, oh man, Ghost Recon, Tom Clancy's The Division. Now, basically, I've been doing mostly this style games, a lot of ARPGs, Diablo 4, PoE 1, PoE 2, Lost Ark. Did the early play test working with the studios for Titan Quest 2. Looks super good. Grim Dawn has got a new DLC coming out this year. There's just, yes, a lot of games, Spencer, a lot. Used to play Call of Duty, a lot of that too. Got away from it due to all the hackers. Just couldn't stand how many people were just constantly cheating in that game. And I'm like, it's a game, man. Why you guys gotta cheat in a game? But it is what it is. So my husband said, yeah, there you go. See, tell your husband this is a great retirement career. It honestly is. It's awesome. Since I retired, I've had so much fun. I mean, I was streaming for years, just part-time, but since I've gone retired, this has been great. All right, so no stronghold. This was a bust. It is what it is. I did play Diablo 3. Yes, I did. Yep. I sure did, Braxton. So I'm thinking probably, what's today? Monday, right? Oh man, by Wednesday, maybe even tomorrow, but Wednesday for sure, we will start running groups through. And then, like I said, Friday I'm on PM stream, and for 2 weeks I'll be on PM stream. And we're going to start running people through Belial and getting them mythic gear real soon. And I'll supply the mats. Everything will be good. Oh yeah, this would be perfect for him, Jen. Perfect. Spencer, D3 is fun. D2 is great. And that's actually, you know, where the developers came from D2 and created PoE. All right. So, I mean, it's another D2 is great. But it's a little dated now. I mean, I know they're getting ready to do some new polishing with it here real soon. It is super fun. It is. I agree, Jen. I think Diablo 4, I think all the Diablo franchise is fun. Diablo 4 has a lot of haters, and we were talking about it earlier. People were asking, why do they hate so much? Well, first of all, a lot of the hardcore Diablo fans are mad that Diablo's not even in this game. Okay, it's like they get really mad about that. It really bends them the wrong way, I guess. They don't like that there's no end game content, and they don't like how far it strayed away from D2, and even D3 got quite a bit of bad hate just for that fact that they started straying away from the D2 kind of platform, I'll call it, and that's upset a lot of people. I think I've said it over and over and over. I think that a lot of it goes back to Rod Ferguson, the manager of Diablo. He's just a franchise killer, man. Google his name. He's killed a lot of franchises. I don't understand what resume Blizzard was looking at when they hired him. But I will say this, he did push the product out the door, which is one thing. Diablo was getting delayed. Diablo 4 was getting delayed for a while. And he did push it out the door. However, it had a lot of issues when it first came out the door. Yeah, the story, the first time, yeah, definitely enjoy the story. It's worth it that first time. The Nell film is a little too overpowered in D3. I played Diablo for different reasons. Honestly, when I used to come home from work, I had a very stressful job. And when I'd come home from work, my brain was fried. I didn't want to think. I didn't want to have any stress. This was the perfect game. And then on the weekends, I would play PoE, a little bit more intense games. But Diablo was always perfect for me to just come home and brain drain on it. Okay, so I don't think, let's see how much we got. Well, oh, we got quite a bit actually. Still won't be very much because we're gonna double that right there.
Not bad.
I've never played D2 either, Spencer. I've never played it either. I started with D3, D4. I've never played D2. I've only had people tell me over and over and over that if you didn't play D2, you don't know what Diablo is, blah, 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 blah. And it's like, okay. But I don't know either. I never played it. I never ever played it. I've played Grim Dawn. I've played Titan Quest. I've played, a lot of games, but I never played D2. There you go. Someone started at D1. All right, let's do something here. Hydra build is awesome. Is it because you're low level as to why? Yes, Jen. Yeah, your gear's gonna... Yeah, Mythic is gonna start dropping when you get into the Torment levels. Like this is a Mythic. Anything that's purple is gonna be Mythic. And you're gonna start seeing those once you get into the Torment levels. At the lower levels, you're gonna just see this type of stuff. Okay? You're going to see mostly this type of stuff. And it's going to take you even a while to get to that. But you will. These are the ancestral legendaries, and these are the ancestral mythics. You're playing on hardcore. Good for you. Oh my goodness. I can't play hardcore. I used to. Well, I can't do it anymore. I just can't. Thrown too many mouses across the room. Yeah, I just can't do it no more. Especially streaming. It's so hard because I'm streaming on TikTok, YouTube, Twitch, Facebook, all of them at the same time. So I have all these chat screens and I'll look away. Oh, you're on hard difficulty. I see you're on hard difficulty. I thought you said hardcore. I'm like, I can't play hardcore. I'm sorry, you're on hard difficulty. Yes, that's perfect. That's right where you want to be. Be on hard. There's no reason to leave that until you hit level 60. There's really not a whole lot of gain for going up. I mean, there's more XP, but there's also more death. So hard is perfect. Once you hit level 60, then you'll be ready to go in and run your first pit. Bring yourself up to Torment 1. Torment is... Here's the difficulty part about Torment. Torment really isn't... I'm going to show you the difficulty part about Torment. Is when you... Let me make sure these guys aren't going to pull. They are. When you go from Torment, when you go from whatever you're at now to Torment, all of these are going to drop. All of your resistances are going to drop. Each Torment level you go, it's going to be boom, boom. Each time you go to a Torment level, they're going to drop, and this is going to drop. So always keep your eyes on these. If you get them high, it's fine. Because when you go to Torment 1, these are all going to drop. When you go to Torment 2, these are all going to drop. 3, a drop. 4, drop. Each time. That's, in my opinion, what makes it difficult, because you're scrambling a lot of times to not die because of that, resistances, or because of your armor. That's what makes it difficult, because keep in mind, the only thing that the enemy's getting is they're getting more hit points. Really, that's it. They're not doing more damage, but they do more damage because they're alive longer, because they have more hit points. So yeah, it's... You'll see, once you get there your first time, you're going to go, oh, okay, this isn't that bad. Because your gear is going to be better, your skills are going to be stronger. You know, it's hard to fathom it now, probably, but trust me, when you get there, you'll be ready. Yeah, and I mean, here's the thing. I did pull people into T4s. I would help you become a T4, and then I would bring you in, and we would run some high-level pits. We would go and run some Infernal Hordes so you can get Obudicite. And you're right, absolutely, Tony. You would die a lot. But it was worth it in the end, because that's how you're going to get gear. That's how you're going to get leveled up. And that's what I plan on start doing probably this week, maybe even as early as tomorrow, is running people through. And I like it because we're going to be on PM starting Friday, and next week we'll be on PM streams. So a lot more people, I think, will have an opportunity to join. And what I do is I help you get to T4. I run you through a high level pit. Then I'll run you through some hordes. We'll run through boss runs, get you some gear. And you're right, you're gonna die. I do have Discord, but I don't use it anymore, Jen. Just had too much spam going on with it, and Yeah, we'll be getting people leveled up here this week and getting them gear and yeah, well, I do help a lot of people, and I've heard that before, Jen. I have, and again, I do have Discord. I just have turned it off right now because Discord has gotten really bad at filtering out some of the trash that you have to deal with. But you're not the only person to say it. A lot of people have told me, and I probably do need to fire it back up. Because you're a Christian. Oh, well, I mean, yeah, I don't know what to say about that, to be honest with you, Braxton. I was raised Catholic schools, the whole 9 yards. Yeah, I don't know what to tell you on that one. I've had people send me comments saying that I'm going to go to hell because I play Diablo, and I've said, well, if I'm going to go to hell because I play a game, then pretty much I think the whole world is going to join me there then, because that's getting to be pretty nitty gritty, and I don't remember reading that part in the Bible, but whatever. You know, I mean, I get it. And I'm not trying to dog anybody out. I played with a guy, he's a part of my clan, John, and his game name, Christian, oh my gosh, Christian my Lord Jesus or something like that, because he wanted to make sure that he was still going to go to heaven for playing Diablo. How do you get the gear? The gear is just going to come as you play, Jen. It's just going to drop as you play. I mean, don't worry about matching that gear, especially low level. I wouldn't worry too much about it. But the gear's going to drop as you go. Now, I am going to show you something here, and we're going to switch screen shares. I want to show you guys something. Let's do it this way, because I get this question a lot of where to get gear. So I'm going to show you something. Yes, you're exactly right, Jen. It's the skills. It's the skill tree, the way they do their skill tree. I'm going to show you. I'm going to do this. We're going to come here. Let's go here. And I'm going to go. And we'll go there. I don't know. Okay. Hydra. We'll use this one. Makuna. There it is, right here, Makuna. But this is the end game version. He's got one here that's the leveling version. Well, we'll use this for now. I just want to show you something here. Hydra. We'll go this. Okay, so you really want to be looking at the skill tree. This is what you're going to be very interested in. Early game. You're going to be interested in his Paragon board, although early game, this is blank. There's not going to be nothing there. But I would pay attention to his skill tree and to the mercenary skills, the way they have these set up. All right. Then as far as the gear goes, don't worry about that right now, especially lower level. Don't worry about that. Then the other thing I wanted to show you was if you go to maxroll.gg, I want to show you this. Let's go over here. You're going to choose Diablo, right? Diablo 4. Now go to resources, You see down here where it says boss loot table cheat sheet? This is what you really, really, really want. So now I've got where every single piece of gear drops from. But let's say I want, because let's say it told me I'm supposed to use, so you hit Control F, and I'm going to do a search for Hail, the new headpiece. And it should finish it for me right there. Hail of Verglass. It drops at Grigori. Okay. So if you need this piece, which is a unique, it drops from Grigori. If I need Axial, those are right here. It drops from Grigori too. Okay. If I go to Lord Zir, it's going to show me what drops at Lord Zir, right? Here's Lord Zir. It's going to show you where Lord Zir is. And then Sorcerer, it's going to drop this. And multiple classes, it's going to drop this, if that helps. But this is super, super handy, absolutely. This is going to be something you're going to want to use a lot. I've never used this crafting cheat sheet. But, I mean, I guess it tells you what you can make and what ruins you need to make these items, which I guess that's handy too. And then again, if you want to see builds, you go to tier list. You can choose the type of build you want. So maybe you're on leveling and you just want a leveling build. So you would click this. This isn't max roll. Mobile Linux has the same thing. Icy Veins. What's up, Heartless? Good to see you. You would come here and you can see that it starts, S is the best. A is the next. B, C, D. Okay. And so you can see that the very best builds right now, according to maxroll.gg, are these builds: Hydra, Spiritborn, Hydra, Rogue, Source, Necro, Source, Spiritborn. So a lot of choices right there. And these are the top builds according this. Now remember, this is according to Max Roll, because now if I go over here and I go back to Mobalytics, that was at maxroll.gg. Now if I go back to Mobalytics, choose Diablo 4, they're going to have their own meta builds, okay? And you can see that these are their meta builds. This is titled meta. Okay, there's all the difference. There's Puddle Pulverize. This is Druid. You've got Barbarian. You've got Spiritborn. You've got a Rogue. More Druid. So, there you go. There's a lot of information out there. Now, I can even go to the next one, and we can go to Icy Veins. All right? Icy Veins is going to have more builds. Okay? Go to Diablo 4, and here you go. You got a whole bunch of more. Look at their tier list. Their tier list is going to be even different. So now you got Boss Killer, Top End. Let's go to leveling. And here's their leveling builds. So you're going to see different builds at each place. Yeah, definitely save it. It's super handy to have. You're going to see different builds and different, some people have it up on their phones a lot, while they're playing. And then here's the final one I'll show you. D4 builds.gg. And here, you're going to see more builds here. Okay, you're going to see this is on endgame. If I go to leveling, you're going to see these. All right, lots of different. Now, I used to put my builds here on D4 and on Mobalytics. Well, back when I used to do builds and publish them, I put them on D4 builds right here and on Mobalytics. Because you can see I have an account here. But I haven't published builds for a while, just because there's so many of them that it's kind of like, what's the point? Everybody's doing them, it looks like. So, I mean, yes, it's again, people were asking earlier, how do I increase my level? Okay, this is the easiest. If this is simply what they want to do, you can go here, but this means they're already unlocked. All right, it means they're already unlocked. To unlock them, you're gonna have to go here to Sirigar. Now this is Torment and above only. You're gonna go to Sirigar, and when you turn level 60, this is the first place you're probably gonna want to go. You're gonna want to go here to level 60. This will then unlock at level 60. All right. You have to have these. If it won't let you run them, it's because you don't have these. So just go run Helltide and open up a few chests and you'll have these. Okay. But then you're going to come in here and you're going to run this. So if you come down, this is normal level. This is hard level. Like what Jen, you said you were at hard level. This is hard level, which is where you would start when you come into this. And you're just going to do these. It's going to bring you to expert, then to penitent, then torment 1. All right. Then boom, 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 boom. You're going to do them, torment 2. Now, as you do these, like let's say you come in here and you do most of the time, like when I do it, I come right in and I just immediately go right to torment 2. As long as I do it with enough time left on the clock, then this will unlock 5 more when I complete it. So it'll take me from 25 to 30. Now, I don't have to go to 30. I could run 27. I could run 29, but it'll unlock up to 30, right? Then when I do 30, it's going to unlock, if I complete it in the correct time limit, 35, and it's just going to keep going, right? And you're just going to keep going till you hit Torment 4. And this is just run, run, run. I mean, I don't know what else to say about it. It's pretty simple stuff. I thought I did a 70 earlier. We only did a 65. So somebody was asking me, let's go ahead and do a 70 real quick. Before we do that, though, we're definitely, because our resistances are a little low, we're definitely going to want to drink that. We're going to hit that, and here we go. Our resistances are kind of low right now.
Know that I have your back.
I'm telling you, starting tomorrow, guys, at the very latest, it'll be Wednesday. We'll start doing some runs and getting people to Torment 4, getting them some gear. I just need a little bit of time to get my mats all lined up and ready, because I supply all the mats for you and everything. And we'll run some Belial and we'll do all kinds of stuff. So this timer is right here, right there on my left-hand portion of my screen. And if I fall behind on the timer, then the odds are you're not going to complete it. So definitely want to stay ahead. You're not going to have any loot in here. You're just going to be running through here. Thank you, Drove. Appreciate that. You're just going to be running through here, killing everything. I shouldn't be watching chat screens because that's how I'm going to die. Don't worry if you don't kill everything. It's not necessary. Office Lunch, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it over at TikTok. What's up, Slammer? Good to see you. Good to see you over there on Twitch. Good to see you, bro. I think starting tomorrow, we're going to start doing runs for people, helping people out. I think we're at the point now that just got to grab the mats probably tonight or tomorrow morning. I'll figure out.
I'm not ready.
This guy doesn't want to die, does he? Rogues, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Wow, they hung tight. Okay. So we gotta go here. Oh, wrong way, wrong way. Made for 160 yesterday. Good job, bro. My Paragon's at 154 right now. Look at this big old group I got here. Knocked on this whole door. And they're hanging down. Wow.
I'm not ready. I'm not ready. I'm not ready.
After this, yep, I absolutely will after this. I will definitely do a walkthrough of my gear. For sure. Whoa, 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 don't die though. Can't even see in that cluster mess there.
I'm not ready. I'm not ready.
Yeah, after this, after I get done with this pit, I'll go through my gear whip for you. I'll also share my secret to you of how I get the gear. I get it very, very easily, very quickly. I'll share it with you. It's just in game, and I just run. I'll show you. I'll show you.
I'm not ready. I need time to prepare that.
Okay, we need people here. Come on. Need some stuff to kill.
I'm not ready.
This guy's got fire, and I want to be real careful because my fire is actually my resistance that I'm low on. And I did it that way because it's easier for me to see. I can see the fire. Sometimes it's hard for me to see stuff on this ground with this cluster of.
I'm not ready.
have got me anyway.
I'm not ready.
Okay, let's grab all this, and then I'm gonna show you what I do and my gear. Let's get this and this. Okay, let's just step over here. All right, so right now my gear, chain source right now. I had a chain source. It was fun too back in the day. Yeah, how am I not? Okay, let's go over. Let's start first where I was gonna go. Okay, so currently right now in the beginning during my leveling, all right, I'm gonna be honest with you. During my leveling, we weren't using this gear. We were using this. We were using this. We were not using this. We were not using this. We were using Hydra and Flame Wall. Flame Wall and Hydra is all you need as long as you have these. Flame Wall and Hydra are awesome. I mean, they are awesome. They're going to carry you through until you hit level 60 easy. Then, now I was just using normal, regular gear until I hit 60. And when I hit 60, I went and farmed. I'm going to tell you how I did it. I went and farmed, and I needed Hail of Her Glass for this build. I'm going to jump around a little bit. I needed the Ophidium Iris, the amulet for this build. I needed the Tarashah's loop for this build. I did not need this. I was just using a regular ring, but this dropped during a nightmare dungeon, which was incredible. All right. So then I'm just using regular gear. I do juggernauts on this because my armor was low. I could probably take that off now. Flash is good for this, for your gloves. I use Axial Conduit. Wild Bolt, great for your boots. Helps pull the enemy in. Serpentine is probably the biggest requirement for your early game and throughout the game is your aspect. This aspect's very important. Serpentine. Then my rings and amulets are all kind of special right now because they've been upgraded. And I use a focus just because I can use the Ancestry. I can use Storm Swell on it, which helps me a lot. What am I using to get those wolves? Okay, so let me answer these questions first. Okay, so how do I get these pieces? Okay, so once I hit Torment 1, all of this gear now is susceptible to being replaced, right? So what I do is I go to Torment 1 and I'm still wearing just this regular gear. Then I get myself to Torment 2, usually I got really lucky on the ring. I usually then will get myself to Torment 2 pretty quickly. Again, using the same gear, right? But now what I do is I step down. I go and I change my level of difficulty to Torment 1, right? And I'll go and I'll run these bosses specifically for these pieces, these unique pieces. And like in the beginning, all I had was a 750 ring here because it's what dropped and I didn't have the mats. So I used what I had. And then I got the mats. I went and ran Varshan again and I got the 800 ring. So that's what I do. I go from Torment 2 down to Torment 1. Now these bosses are super easy at Torment 1. And I use that thing that I just showed you where you can find the resources of where every piece drops. And I'll go to those bosses and farm those bosses until I get the pieces I want for my build. So that's how I get it, and it makes it super fast and easy to get it. How do I have the wolves? The wolves are caused by this right here, by the CEH ruin. It gives me my wolves. How are my cooldowns non-existent? Because of this, it took a while to get to that non-existent cooldowns, but it's helped because of these pieces. This is why you want to go farm and get these pieces. This is why you want these pieces. This piece right here, because it's got the cooldown reduction. Love it, love it, love it. This one has cool. Wait, no, wait. This one has cooldown reduction. I thought there was another. Oh, and here I have cooldown reduction. So by stacking all that cooldown reduction, it's helping me. Thank you for the follow, MF Christie. It's helping me with my cooldowns, keeping everything down low. And so, like I showed you guys earlier, if you go to this site, I'm going to bring it up again, maxroll.gg, go there, go to the D4, go to resources, and you see right here, boss, loot, table, cheat sheet, right there. Pop that up, do a control F. No, do a control F. Do a control. Oh, it's on this keyboard. Sorry. Control F. And let's say I want to find what piece? Let's say Azure. Okay, there it is. Boom. Shows me Azure Wrath. It shows me that it's from the general unique pool. So that means that this piece can drop from any boss, anywhere. All right, let's do a piece that's more, let's do Cowl. So there you go, Cowl of the Nameless. And it drops at Durrell, King of the Maggots. So that's that. For the mats, mats are kind of everywhere. Mats are kind of crazy. Helltide, tons and tons of mats at Helltide. I've seen a lot of mats after completing strongholds, nightmare dungeons. I've seen some mats from there. Yeah, mats are tough. Mats are tough. I supply all the mats for my players when we run boss runs and stuff, and mats are tough. Yeah, time to farm. Lots of farming. Another thing I do want to show you while we're here. Let's go IGGM. Actually, yeah, let's do it this way. All right, so if you go to this site, IGGM.com, right? Choose Diablo 4. Choose, you want items. Let's just start right here. Betrayer's Husk. Here's the mats you need. Price has dropped a lot. Here's the mats you need to go run Belial, right? These are stacks of 99 for 18 cents. You can get 99 of these for 18 cents. You can get, look at this, 6 stacks of 99 for $1.08. That's crazy. That's freaking cheap. I mean, unbelievable. Now look, the price of Stygian stones for 99 of them is $8. So some stuff is still pretty pricey, but it's right there. And here's how it works. Let me explain to you how it works. All right. So if you buy something from IGGM, they're going to ask you for this information, your gamer tag. Mine is Made Biker Pound 1605. Okay. They're going to ask you for that. And then they're going to ask you for your character's name in game. This information. Right? They're going to come into the game usually within 20 minutes. They're going to come into the game. They're going to invite you. they're gonna invite you. You're gonna transfer to wherever they are. It's gonna ask you, are you willing to transfer? Blah blah blah. You're gonna transfer to whatever town or portal they're standing at, wherever they're at. Usually they're gonna bring you here. Usually they're gonna bring you right here. It's gonna change your level, your difficulty level to whatever the lowest is. I don't remember, but that's what the transfer is going to do. It's going to transfer you to the lowest, and you're going to find yourself in here, right? Then they're going to come up to you and they're going to say, trade. They're going to do a trade, initiate a trade, or they're going to throw them on the ground, and you pick them up, and then they'll ask you to join a party. You'll pick them up, and then they'll leave the party and gone. Adios. Never see them again. That's how fast it's going to be. That's simple. So you want to make sure that when you go and buy those, because you see those are dirt cheap, make sure you got space in here. Well, actually, it would be in here to put them all, because 99 stacks, and if you buy 10 of them, you're going to need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 spots. All right. Damn, Lost Boy. Look at that, bro. 4 GA in the clan. Good job, dude. So yeah, IGGM is a very, very, very good tool to use if you need them. And if we go back to that, let me just show you, because a lot of people don't know this. A lot of people are unaware. So if you go back in here, and if you're lazy, if you're like, don't want to really do a whole lot of, you just want to get into the game, then let's go here. I think if you go here, you can even buy ruins, see? And let's just say you're looking for, let's choose one of these. Right there, I'm wearing these pants right here. Okay. And then say search. And then let's do lowest price. There you go. Now, keep in mind, what are these? These are 800s, okay? See, they're 800s. And you can choose basically whatever you want on here. Let's say you need a ruins. You want to go ruins? Here. Every ruin you can think of is on here. All right? And like I said, when you do a checkout, they're going to ask you for your gamer tag. They're going to ask you for your character's name in the game, and you're going to be able to get everything you want. Now, you can't do this anymore. This was a bug. Well, maybe you can. Maybe that's back in. Oh yeah, it looks like it is. So look at that. You can get 20,000 Obudicite for $9. I mean, that's crazy. But anyway, that's a nice little tool. Drop from Belial, really heartless. 4GA, that's awesome, dude. That's a good drop. You got a good piece on that one for sure. That's like me getting a ring on Nightmare Dungeon, a mythic. I'm like, what? Okay. So let's come here. We didn't get this guy finished. Still not going to have enough to finish him. So you'll see that more than likely, I will pay a visit to IGGM tonight or tomorrow morning early, bright and early, and I'll get all the mats I need, and we will
Anything else?
run Belial, we'll run some high pit to get people to Torment 4. We'll get everything started and going. So, with that, I think we're going to end the stream there. And again, I'm gonna be back, and we'll get this tomorrow. We'll get all you guys ran through torments and through high pits and through some Belial and get some fun going. And starting Friday, my streams will be at the PM. So those people that are having to work, you'll be able to join me Friday, and then all of the next 2 weeks will be PM streams. But and again, the best way to get in on these games this with me is you want to send a friend request to that person right there. Let me put it over here for you guys. You want to make sure that you're friends with me. And then what happens is when I'm doing these runs, I say, hey, we have an opening. You don't chat. You don't ask, can I join? Nothing. You just say request to join. There's a button that you'll hit that you'll do request to join. All right. And right now you're not gonna be able to see me because I'm marked offline, but you're gonna do a request to join, and it's gonna let you right in the group right away. That way you don't have to worry about anything. What do I do for work? I'm retired now, office lunch, but what I've had my career started off as I was a maintenance manager for an international company for 25 years, traveled the world, spent a lot of time overseas, South Korea, everywhere, Denmark, Lithuania, Germany, Ukraine, helping build facilities that hire people to train and fix the equipment. Then over my last 10 years of my life in work fields, I was actually involved in the EV industry. I was actually part of doing EV chargers and programming them, installing them, troubleshooting them, and that again kept me traveling the world all over the place doing those. So that's what I did. Yeah, that's what I did for a long time. Does the clan get first dibs over randoms? Honestly, Slammer, it's usually whoever's available joins, because most of the time there's usually not that big of a group wanting to get. We move people through pretty quickly through them. I don't really have a way of. Usually I say, hey, I've got openings, and yes, if people on the clan are asking first, they do get first dibs, especially if they say clan member, but because honestly a lot of times it's hard for me to know everybody in the clan. But you're absolutely right. If I know and somebody tells me I'm a clan member and I want to run, absolutely they get first dibs in. Most of the time people don't tell me. And then I feel bad later when I find out, God dang it, that person was part of the clan. It's like, yeah, cool, Heartless. We'll see you then tomorrow, bro. But yeah, we'll try to include clan members first. And I do have a clan. If everybody's asking what's the clan, it's this right here. And this clan is really good people. They help a lot of people. They really do. It's pretty supportive. Yeah, yeah, not that clan. So yeah, that's it right there. There you go. Okay, so we're gonna end the stream there, though, guys. This been good amount of time. We had fun. We're a level 155 right now, Paragon. So I think we're good. We're gonna go ahead and leave it at that, and we'll be back tomorrow, 11 a.m. Eastern. See you all again then. Until then, please be safe, be kind. World needs some kindness for sure. And I'll see you all soon. Adios, everybody.